To my fellow neighbors and citizens of Lafayette, we continue to suffer the financial fallout from years of wasteful spending and irresponsible policy decisions. As we find ourselves in this financial situation, we have two options: manage our people's money responsibly or raise taxes. And I vehemently oppose raising taxes. We inherited a budget filled with careless spending, to include an $18 million deficit in the city general fund, and we can literally no longer afford to continue these wasteful spending habits or continue to operate as we have in the past. Nor can we afford to make excuses or baseless justification for such spending habits. I am preparing to present the proposed LCG operating and capital budget for the fiscal year 2020-2021 to our city and parish councils. We will be publicly discussing the issues underpinning our budget challenges between now and final adoption here in September. As required by state and local law, the budget is balanced. Our Chief Financial Officer, Lori Toops, her staff, and our department directors deserve our deep thanks for their hard work in addressing the extraordinary challenges we face in the coming fiscal year. Our twin challenges of COVID-19 and depressed energy prices present unprecedented challenges to the finances of our city and our parish. As a result, my administration is presenting the councils with a lean executive budget based on our best forecast of the available revenue for the coming year. My administration has had to take strong and prompt actions to reduce the financial drain on the city and parish. After taking office, we were already facing an $18 million deficit in the city's budget prior to this crisis, as said before, using up over a third of our savings account in the current budget year. An additional $10 million shortfall is forecasted this budget year due to the reduction in sales tax revenue caused by this public health and economic emergency. Next year, we are facing the same fiscal difficulties, but spread over a full 12-month period. The current projections require significant reductions to next year's departmental operating budgets to protect the general fund of the City of Lafayette and to make balancing the Parish of Lafayette budget possible. These reductions represent the only responsible course of action in the situation that we face. I am committed to ensure we properly fund our core priorities in drainage, traffic, roads and bridges, and public safety. I am also committed to working closely with our LCG departments on plans for transforming the operations of our parks and public venues while substantially lowering the budget impact of these facilities. My proposed budget reflects our efforts to rein in spending in many departments. One of these departments is Parks and Recreation, which currently receives a $3.5 million annual subsidy paid for by the taxpayers to, quite frankly, cover overspending and low revenue brought on by years of neglecting to find innovative and creative solutions that would otherwise bridge the financial shortfalls experienced in this department. That said, imminent action is needed. The following decisions were not made easily, and these decisions were made with much thought, prayer, reflection, and made in furtherance of my commitment to the people of Lafayette to be fiscally responsible. Accordingly, we will close 4 of our 10 recreation centers in the coming budget year and eliminate at least 37 positions in Parks and Recreation effective August 14th. Amidst this difficulty, we have a unique opportunity to find creative ways to efficiently reopen these assets with a plan for operating sustainably. These options could include naming rights, corporate or nonprofit sponsorships, public-private partnerships, grant opportunities, and crowdfunding campaigns. We also have an opportunity to broaden community participation in and responsibility for these recreational facilities. We welcome all constructive dialogue that can assist us with moving towards a more positive outcome that preserves these assets and their contribution to the quality of life of our community. In the midst of the COVID-19 public health emergency, we are committed to ensuring that all LCG employees will work in a safe environment where each department is adequately staffed, trained, and equipped to carry out their missions. In the wake of discovering significant financial irregularities at LUS, we are in the process of returning our utility to sound and proper financial footing. We are also developing an updated business model and services to ensure the long-term strength and viability of LUS Fiber. We are working to update our IT services and infrastructure to provide a foundation upon which we can transform the operations of our LCG departments to improve transparency, efficiency, and accountability. Improved operational efficiency is a major key to sustaining our level of services over the long term and maintaining our quality of life. Lafayette Consolidated Government is undergoing a significant transformation as we work together, challenging old assumptions, honing our focus on serving our constituents, and putting accountability front and center in our departmental operations. The present circumstances have made clear that we cannot continue to operate the same way we always have. We have to ask the difficult questions and be willing to freshly examine old assumptions. By honestly examining all aspects of our operations and diligently seeking better ways to do things, we can develop a real culture of innovation here in Lafayette Consolidated Government. In this way, we will make our government more responsive to the needs of our citizens as we work for a safer, more prosperous future for all of us. Thank you. May God bless you, and may God bless our wonderful nation, state, and parish.